Hello, everyone. My name is Emmanuel Adebola. I'm the Executive Director of ANA Global, and we're a social enterprise that is committed to facilitating professionalism and economic viability among Black-owned and operated businesses. We have a membership that spans across Canada, and also we're having footprints into the US. And I'm happy to be hosting a wonderful man from Nigeria, Africa. His name is Charles Dairo. Charles, you're welcome to this session. How are you doing?
Very good. I'm very good. Thank you, Emmanuel.
Good stuff. So, as many of you know, the pandemic that happened in 2022 brought about a major disruption in the way and manner in which we live, work, and operate. Prior to that, working in person was the norm, but now we have either a hybrid of online remote working or people working largely remotely, and then we have some other signages that have been developed across countries. Some other countries are focusing more on domestic production, and that's all well and good. But at ANA Global, we see an opportunity where a lot of us are largely immigrants to Canada. And what we're doing is that we've been trading, we've been running, we're trying to set up a business, have professionals, people who are looking for jobs, 9-to-5 jobs, now beginning to set up their own businesses, which is great. But to even take it further, we also recognize that there's been some imbalance in the trade exchange, foreign exchange between us and some of our colleagues back home in our home countries in Africa. And so what we've done is what we're doing is to develop a trade exchange that allows members of our organization to actually take advantage of service providers that have been profiled that operate from anywhere across Africa or even the Caribbean, that would enable us to take advantage of the services, reduce the cost to serve, and actually ensure that we're even better. So one of the people that I'm happy to welcome is Charles, because Charles has some experience working in Africa and even has started to do some stuff outside of Africa with international. So Charles, give us a bit of your story. So how did you go into this?
Yeah, it's always my pleasure to talk about this. Thank you, Emmanuel. So I studied computer science in the university, Redeemers University. We were their very first set, graduated 2009. And while in school, there was a course called website design and data security. So I sort of fell in love with both the website design and the data security. Right after school, I started writing some security certification. I started with Network Plus, then did Security Plus. I was planning to just focus on like cybersecurity and all of that. But then I had been designing websites for friends, family, and I really liked the process of designing websites and bringing them to life. And I was charging for some, I was even doing it for free. I just wanted to build a portfolio. I just enjoyed the process. And then maybe for some people, I was charging maybe 15,000 Naira or something, just something ridiculous. But I enjoyed the process. I did an internship at a company at the time called Unitech Media. They were, I feel like, one of the very best design companies in Nigeria at the time. Worked with them for about 6 months internship. Then I got a part-time job at a church, Fountain of Life Church, Ilukweju, where I worked there for about 1.5 years part-time. But all this while, I was still building my portfolio, working on my site also. We got to a point where the number of people that were reaching out to me, the number of jobs I was doing started to make financial sense. So I decided to focus on my website design business. And then I reached out to my mom to give me a store at her supermarket. And that became our office. I hired one person. This was Ikotun.
Okay.
Yes.
In Lagos, yeah, okay.
Yes, in Lagos. So I got one person that I had met during NYSC, trained him on basic website design, and that's how the company officially started. The business has been running for about 13 years now. We've had the pleasure of working on over 450 website projects for clients.
Wow, 450 in 13 years.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
fantastic. Okay.
Both within and outside Nigeria, and we've had some of the biggest names in the country as our clients across multiple industries, from finance to healthcare to logistics to retail and the likes. About 3 years ago, I started going beyond just the agency business of going from project to project. I wanted to build a software company, something that we can build locally and sell globally.
Okay.
And that led me to co-founding a company called BZOP, BEEZOP. And what we do at BZOP is we enable businesses to run their operations seamlessly by documenting their processes. How do we do things, right? So standard operating procedures, and then making it easy for them to track that work is being done according to the SOPs, and ensuring that there is a sort of automation in to ensure that work is going seamlessly every single time. So that business has been running for about 3 years now. We have majority of our customers in Nigeria, but we have some customers outside of Nigeria as well. So yeah, that's a quick background as to what I've done. Yeah.
Great. Sounds beautiful. Sounds beautiful. So as I was indicating earlier on, our strategy is to provide a platform within our community of members. Essentially, ANA Global, we're a chamber of commerce that brings together Black-owned and operated business owners. Some of them are aspiring, so they're still professionals looking to break out from the 9 to 5. They have side gigs or they have aspirations. We also have those people who are self-employed, who are doing well, but they need to scale, and then we have the business owner. So that is the community that we have. And these are people across different geographies. We have people from Africa, originally from Africa, people from the Caribbean, and people from the US. So it's been exciting. And like I said, the idea is to bring everybody into a room, into a community where there can be that exchange. But we did a survey not long ago to find out what the opportunities were. And we consider things like mobile application development, web design and hosting, digital marketing. And it looked like digital marketing was actually the more needed of these three, in addition to others. So I wonder, have you had any foray into digital marketing, or it's an area where you probably are not looking at this time? Just wondering.
Yeah. So for a couple of years, in fact, the first 8 years, we were actually doing digital marketing as well. It was more recently that we decided to just focus on the web side of things, like the web development and like website design and web application development. But we used to have a digital marketing arm in the business.
I see. Does the website design, does it include mail hosting as well? Mail hosting services?
Yes, it does. Yes. So we cover like hosting services. We also cover technical support and website maintenance. Because many times it's not enough to just have a website. You want to ensure that it keeps functioning well. You want to keep it fresh and up to date. So we handle all of that for clients.
Okay, so how well do you know in Nigeria, for instance, there's a community called in Yaba where you have lots of IT professionals. Have you ever worked there? Do you have any links there? What can you say about?
Yeah, no, I haven't worked there. I'm assuming maybe you're talking about like CC Hub and other communities in that area. Yeah. So the tech community in Yaba is still very strong, but it's no longer as centralized as before. It's now wider, right? But I mean, Yaba is still a very strong part of the tech ecosystem in Nigeria. I mean, I have contacts in networks generally, but not just in Yaba. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So, because I was just wondering if that was still as vibrant as it was. So my understanding now is that the concentration is not as it used to be. You have people spread across. People like you, for instance, operating across different parts of either Lagos or outside of Lagos. All right. Thank you very much for this very illuminating session. Definitely we'll be in touch, and it's our goal to partner not just within Nigeria, in Ghana, in Kenya. We have members across this country, South Africa, and in the Caribbean, Jamaica. So it's great that we have this opportunity to connect and build the best. Our theme for this year, interestingly enough, our campaign at the Global is called Stronger Together. And that's essentially because we realize that there's better opportunities when we have synergies to partner with others. So thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to us working together on this initiative.
My pleasure. Yes, my pleasure.
Thank you for now. So viewers, thank you very much for your time.